can't since I got rich. And she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Aviators of Rio de Janeiro. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Willis going to look to throw first play. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And they run the option on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Hey, smash Bronco!
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Down to about the 32. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Willis headed left off the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On third down, it's Willis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns. We got this thing locked down.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. And he's caught. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
But you look at this defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Stroud to throw it. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Come on.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, Willis. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Warriors 70.
Willis looking to throw it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Go check. Go check. Ready.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ready.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8.
Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Now Willis to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Six the Eagles. Panther 11. Hawk 70.
On 2nd down, Cook. Nifty move. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Willis out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now 2nd and 3.
18, Pioneer. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now Willis. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now Willis on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Willis wants to pass it again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now 3rd down and 7. And Stroud now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Get it.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This pass complete to Melton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Proctor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell from 8 yards out. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Aviators 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
Ready.
He finds his man, complete. It's Terry. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 34-yard line.
On the check.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
19 Lions. Ready.
Now an option play on 2nd down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Dragon 60. 65 catch. 65 catch.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Aviators 10. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire 4th remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Ready.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans will take over possession here up at the 44.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Warriors 70.
Stroud looking to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
Well, for
the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Ready, ready.
Now Willis to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Willis looking to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Aviators are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
He's got it at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Stroud to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Once more, it's Pierce. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, Jack.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. This ball deep for Tony. This is caught inside the 15. And a huge play that time. 56 yards.
That's good. 4-8.
79 Broncos.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Willis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Let's go now.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
19 Lions. Ready.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Past the 60. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Dragon 60.
Again, Willis to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Here we go.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
60 Bobcats. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Willis, got to have this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Come on.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On the jump.
This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready, break.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 6 coming up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
On the ball, on the ball.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Ready, ready.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Shot alert, shot alert. Go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
To Inigo Stroud, and that is going to be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage.